Vambora, então. Matar o... da puta.
Let's keep this up.
Lembrar que eu tenho que dar parry
Beginning
agora.
assignment.
Tem. Pode correr mais rápido.
Ungrateful Daedalus.
Tem um fogo. Polo, Cê. Vamos na polo.
A boon.
I still can't entirely believe you got him, Sunshine. Typhon should have taken the combined might of our entire family. In a way he did, it's just the rest of us were busy fighting back his swarms. He's really got to stretch thin.
Very well.
Putinha.
Onion. Right. Let's see. What are these pylons doing everywhere, Lady Medea? They control the barrier before the docks, that much is clear. Perhaps the Titan's legions use them to coordinate attacks.
They are the product of a very sick mind, imprisoning so many shades in the tiniest enclosures wherein all their psyche may be drained. Can you imagine, sorceress?
That's terrible. I hadn't realized the pylons worked that way. Though who keeps fixing them? You even have one here.
The hideous thing won't seem to go away. Keeps rematerializing practically each night. Though I get so caught up with all my cauldron work, I seldom pay it any heed.
Esse daqui.
There you have it.
É
I'm
muito,
grateful, milady.
Perhaps she should go far.
Vamos ver aqui as opções que a gente tem.
The barrier's weakening.
Hermes. Cara, é bom pegar o Hermes mais. Armando de inteiro. E o book ainda tem.
Should put a dent into that barrier. Special delivery.
Always liked him, I feel like. Last thing he ever wants to do is get his hands dirty, but now, things being as they are, he doesn't.
Mais 40%. Né?
It'll be all right.
Não me deu também. Agora. Posso pegar outro do Apolo. Vou lá pegar o do Apolo. Caraca, ó, musiquinha torando. Coisa linda.
Hold still in their shades. Apollo.
Nem tá precisando usar o parry, pô. Morre insta.
Hi.
Esse vai dar pra formar um dinheiro legal, viu? Demeter é bom, Demeter é bom.
Peace, sir.
Porra.
You think you know me, sister, but you don't. They're behind me. This side of
You sprang forth from underneath that gloom onto our world's surface, have you, Flower? If you mean to visit our mountain, merely follow the path of desolation leading straight to us.
Olympus.
Esse daqui cedo é bom.
You made it out before. Cyclops must have caught your scent, though. He's strong, that one.
That's a ringing endorsement. Though you must be stronger still. Ever considered putting him to the test? Could save me a lot of trouble.
He's not my type. Besides, he's a spawn of the gods, just like you and me. Wouldn't be proper if we were all fighting all the time now, would it?
Essa é mais vida, mano. Não precisa. Não. Destacando toda hora.
Few more pylons left.
Tem duas. Vida, mano, muito caro. Duas. Ele não vai me ajudar, meu Deus, eu acho.
Stay where you are. There he is.
I must admit, young lady, I had my doubts about you coming all this way to lend your aid. We ought to be capable enough to drive back Typhon on our own. But our latest battle with him might have gone differently if not for you.
Pegar o
Now.
quarto.
Get it, Hecuba. Appreciate the help.
Vou no outro dos Zeus ali ou vou no Poseidon? Poseidon pode dar o bagulho que fica mais ainda de. Ah, vamos, vai.
That should have done it.
What shall it take to put horrendous Typhon down for good? He can be reasoned with, recuperates his strength night after night, and has us cornered like a sturgeon in a net. But unlike fish, we can fight tirelessly back.
Aí, ó.
Our bounty.
Tamo rico. Muito rico.
The Titan's coin that you exchanged for this message. We shall find all of it, melt it down, and return the gold whence it came.
Tá carregado. Tá, tá bom.
Got it.
You're back.
I remember back when we first met, you seemed enormous. Much bigger than most any other foe I'd ever faced. But now, you're hardly any match for me.
Aw, thanks. And I remember back when first we met. My sleeping schedule was completely out of whack, but it's all better now. And I've still got my figure. Enormous, was it?
That's all a matter of perspective, as I've learned. For instance, you're quite minuscule in comparison to the father of all monsters, Typhon. He's properly enormous.
I'll have to take your word for it. Anyways, just how big can he be? No more than 3 square meals worth if I had to guess. Been too long since I had some monster meat. Let's shake things up.
Tá bom. Aproveitei pra testar esse parryzinho.
Eat that. My Chaos Boon just changed.
E eu.
3 sheep, 4 sheep, 5.
Quanto é esse bagulho do caos aí?
Will not be staying long.
Ou eu posso. Como eu tô fazendo uma build. Uma benção.
Delivery coming soon.
Bora.
Moving on.
Coisa fofa.
When the armies of Kronos marched on Olympus, mighty Poseidon split the very land asunder. And so the gods contend with naval forces now.
Not a mistake, an opportunity. Which way now? Dig here, girl. Why, thank you.
Deu.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Ah, estar toda sua mana, não. É bom isso. Bom. Bom. Bom.
Steady now.
Got you this.
This way.
For you.
Cheers, Hermes.
Young lady,
Esse. Ah. Bom.
I grow strong.
Hermes, com certeza.
Now for the last one.
Nossa, perfeito. Perfeitamente. Nossa, que bom. Que bom. Sério mesmo. Que bom é.
I know this place.
Of hens. Ocean
Evening,
I
little pigs.
knew. How regrettable to know Prometheus rebels against the gods. Surely he must see that his pursuit of vengeance shall not bring him any peace. Is there no reasoning with him?
Porra
He isn't
nenhuma.
much for talk, but then lately who is? We end up clashing just beneath the summit. Apparently, he always knows who's going to be the victor, even if it's me.
Oh, he's foreseen his own defeat before. Can you imagine, Poppet? To know of each and every ill awaiting you? I doubt if any punishment he has endured is worse than that.
Dude. É literalmente dois dos seus arcanos ativos e os aprimora essa. Vale muito. Vamos pegar esse. Tá.
That is your will.
Peguei.
Thank you.
Arnes. É, mais ou menos, vai. Mudar.
Something else.
De novo. Aí, legal.
Let's fish.
Spotted a shrimp, perchance?
Mine.
Pula.
It's a squid.
Eles me companheiros.
Nada a ver.
You're going to let me pass.
Pariu, puta que pariu, tentei fazer um negócio e não deu muito certo não. Amei. Trolei, não era pra ter tomado esse dano não, mano.
Throw it away for now. In the name of Hades.
Perdendo das suas habilidades.
Let's do it.
É esse daqui.
So be it.
Right. Rush of the dead.
Não, eu não quero romano não. Dinheiro eu gosto.
Okay.
Estamos muito ricos.
I have arrived.
A rush of air.
Ah, mano. Quer me curar, né, mano?
Be safe, Lord Charon.
Look what washed up. Wait, so Prometheus is supposed to be in charge where the real action is? Thought he was busy getting pegged to the brink of death over and over by some bird.
I can attest he and that bird have come to terms. Come on, have pity on me, Eris. I have to deal with fire and feathers here and again at the top of Olympus.
That is a pretty good appeal, babe. But unfortunately for you, I don't have a heart. So come on, here comes your first helping of fire and feathers for the night. Getting warmer. Getting stuck. Here it comes. Nice try. Here comes my favorite.
Nem,
Skip the
nem,
last
clique, nem
lap.
clicando, cara. Caralho. Oh my god. Encostou em mim.
There. Now the climb.
Vamos dizer. Eu utilizei. Eu poderia usar agora. É link. Vai ser. É, vai ser quando. A bosta. Bom, isso.
Looking forward to this.
Tô sem dinheiro, mas tá me dando bastante. Só pra recuperar.
Ensnared.
Também tá lindo.
The Titans follow us.
Então.
For Lim and Oros.
Frau. Apolo. Quero.
What else?
AP eu não quero também. Dinheiro eu quero. Caralho, maneiro, maneiro.
Blast off. More coming. Go, Hecuba. I call upon the moon and draw you down.
The monster Typhon, he has known defeat before. He has since grown in size and strength and fury. Yet I hold to every faith you shall emerge victorious against him, little star.
Era tudo ao redor é bom.
Phase shift.
I offer you a different path.
Let me help you.
Se eu for no caos. Tá. Amor.
A little pain is all.
E, mano.
I understand the being you call Typhon presents a significant problem for the Olympians, and now also for you. I had not necessarily expected he and Kronos would join forces. Perhaps this is why I could not detect Typhon's reawakening.
Esse é muito de boa. Vou pegar esse. Três confrontos só pro melhor do.
Can't hide from me. Got you.
O Dionísio.
Coin for Charon.
Hey, look, man, let's not talk about that sort of thing in here. Let's just relax. No need to get all down about that stuff. Hey. You really are just passing through? Now look at all these temptations in every form. The liquid kind, the sumptuous kind. But you're unmoved and undeterred?
Look, I would truly love to stay. Enjoy a beverage and a bite. Speak with all these doubtless interesting guests. But I can't. Don't you understand? Your mountain is burning.
Well, if it's burning, baby, let it burn, I say. But I don't want to argue anymore. I mean, it's just another form of fighting, yeah? So you go do your thing, and I'll do mine. How about one of these? Perk you right up.
Deus.
You're welcome back here anytime.
Back in one piece, Talos?
O lerdo, irmão. Nossa, também não. Meu Deus.
You picked the wrong target.
Legal, legal.
Good. Greater might.
Primeiro.
Last one. I can still fight.
Nossa, duplicou o bagulho. Nossa, eu tô com quase R$2.000. Meu Deus do céu. Mais dinheiro, será? Mais um?
Lord Hermes.
Oh, there you are.
Stronger.
Curar agora,
I
né?
need this right away.
A benção você pode deixar, viu? É, ela vai curar mais, hein? Foi tudo. Quantos quer dar benção?
Cheers, Em.
They'll drown.
Pode nem. Gastar esse dinheiro.
Something in the earth.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Perfeito.
Greetings from Olympus.
Eis.
A boon awakened.
E foi tudo.
A note says, "Hey, M, take what you need for gold. Honor system." You're looking well, Golly.
Aí a galei. Eu quero biscoitos, mano, pra dar pros bichos.
Bound it off.
Aguenta mais cachorro. Respeito. Bora.
I thought you might show up. My master's plan, of course, requires time. The objective here is not to stop you permanently, but to slow you down.
Unless you just can't help revealing vital information to your enemies, I'm going to assume you're spouting this drivel to mislead me. Either way, my own objective remains the same.
Yes, bullheadedness is one of your family's defining traits. Then let us execute our respective plans. There is a possibility that mine shall succeed here beyond measure. Run.
Waves of flame.
Incinerate.
Não! Esse passarinho. Passarinho desgraçado. Sempre esse passarinho.
But it always comes back. My wounds are healed again.
See you later. Into the purse.
Pra dar. Comprar a morte na loja. Isso daqui não vai mudar nada. É a outra agora.
Might as well.
Quer entregar um só?
Consider it done.
Pra ver se libera outras.
What a surprise.
Aí a gente pede. Bora. Tá bom essa build aqui. Nossa.
The mountain's tallest peak.
Primeiro é broken. Primeiro é broken.
The fortress of the gods reels against the incomparable rage of Typhon, father of monsters, giant of storms, who somehow lurks somewhere very nearby.
We'll find him or the other way around. Fall. Here he comes.
Bora, irmão.
Here you go.
The messenger.
Chegou rapidão.
A relative is offering their aid. Your path has led to Demeter.
Essa rumo. Legal. Perfeito, perfeito. Ah, esse filho da puta, mano. Esse parry é bom, mano. Esse parry é bom, mano. Esse parry é bom.
What a brute.
Esse parry é bem. Velocidade de ataque.
Hear me, on my authority.
Nossa.
There. Coinage.
Estou aí o meu dinheiro. Bom.
Hermes, at your service.
HP, tá ligado? Cara, aqui é Romão. Pagou. É esse daqui?
Something's
Tá.
here.
Nice. Toma esse parry, seu vagabundo.
It fell back.
Choose your
Biggest.
path.
Legal.
The sheer might of the moon. A fang.
Vambora? Caralho.
That's all I've got. May moonlight guide you, Em.
Vazou? Tem 2 Poseidon.
In the name of Hades.
Não, eu queria no outro, meu. Ah, tá bom. Caralho, mas... Não é possível.
I have the gold. Adequate.
É feio. Bora. Bora matar essa carniça. Agora pra não voltar mais.
Just need to weaken him. More eggs.
To dust.
Bora, Zeus.
Now stand aside. Fight on. This was as long as I could stay. Protect the palace, everyone.
Where do you think you're going?
Ai, tomei. Nice. Boa de boa. Toma. Faleceu, hein? Erradicado. Erradicado, vambora. Bora. Bora. Ah! Mentira.
Typhon's essence. The power to stop time.
Mentira.
I Thank you, Zagreus. Gygaros.
Arrebentamos com o
The storm
rapaz.
shall pass. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass.
Bangou.
Hermes probably already spread the news.
Greetings.
Flower. The storm has passed. That monster turned the weather such that not even Lord Zeus or I could stop it properly. But now he's gone, and we have you to thank.
Thanks are owed all around, Grandmother. Typhon gave in to the combined might of the gods. I merely concentrated our fell strength. Now to press this advantage.
Perhaps not even Kronos can withstand what you unleashed. But be careful, granddaughter. Make certain we shall meet again.
We will. May moonlight guide you.
Of course.
Oh, my good niece, you were extraordinary, truly. So far as we can tell, no trace of that monstrosity remains. The deed is done. Typhon is dead.
My lord husband has been premature to declare victory before, so I shall not believe a word of this until I hear it from your lips. Perhaps not even then.
The father of all monsters is undone. Not merely dead, but eradicated, using the power of the Titan of Time and a bit of assistance from father's favored spear, Gygaros.
You hear that, Heredia? I told you young Meninui was certain to prevail on our behalf. Our family always triumphs when we stand together with a common purpose.
I remain utterly in shock. Well now, girl, if you have truly quashed that monstrous threat, then do prepare yourself for all of us to claim we never doubted you at any point. My lord husband is already starting.
If you had not believed in me, Queen Hera, then perhaps Typhon would have been here in my stead. So thank you all. And now an even greater victory is within reach.
The Titan Kronos. You mean to likewise destroy him using the methods you employed this very night?
If necessary. Though this power that you witnessed was for Typhon alone, and likewise what we planned for Kronos is fit only for him. The Deathless cannot be destroyed unless they threaten the very fabric of the weavings of the Fates.
No time for feasting till the other deed is done then, yes? That's fine. The Titan's forces may grow far more desperate now, a possibility for which we ought prepare. We shall lend you all the strength we can for your own final assault. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Caralho. Canta pra gente, canta pra gente.
Tranquil music made by masterful Apollo reverberates throughout the palace grounds, piercing the grimness of the circumstances like an arrow of pure light.
He's good.
Sworn to do our righteous duty.
That monster, truly gone. You got him, forever. Not that my faith in you wavered since your initial victory, it's just... I still can't entirely believe it. So now for Kronos, then.
Now for Kronos, then. One encouraging result can often spur another, and perhaps all of you shall have a brief reprieve. I'm certain you could use it.
With Prometheus and such still causing problems, we won't be getting all too comfortable just yet. Especially not while our main foe is out there still. Go get him, Sunshine.
On it.
Should help you
Mas
get
o
home.
Cronos vai estar agora, né?
Now for Kronos. I'll be counting on your blessings, everyone. Return to Shadow now.
Nossa. 6 formas essa.
Keep holding on, everyone.
Made it back. Hey, you were talking in your sleep a little bit. Not that I paid too close attention, but where were you last night anyway? You seem a little off.
Oh, I was up there, on the surface. I never thought I'd see it for myself, and now I'm there night after night. It's cold, damp, overrun with the dead.
You're really selling me on the whole thing. If it's that bad, how come you keep on going over there? I'd just stay here if I were you. Or me.
You don't understand. I have to go that way. It's part of my task. Well, not officially, but... Look, I won't bore you with the details. I should go.
Have fun being all cold and damp.
Begging your pardon, Shades.
It's true, isn't it? You scoured Typhon from this world. The prophecy I saw must have not merely been about his reawakening, but his eradication. How did you manage this, if I may ask?
A complicated incantation from Headmistress, alongside the essence of Gygaros, my father's spear he took up after Kronos Fest was overthrown. It all worked out.
Your father's spear. In what I saw, a spear could be seen piercing through the storm. Then that must have been you. And so, the Fates truly did anticipate that you'd prevail.
Do they anticipate I shall slay Kronos next?
If I but knew.
Good work. The foul deed is done. I've no pity for that monster, only gratitude for yielding his power in his absence. Now you are ready for the final phase.
Before I depart, my brother asked something I didn't know how to answer. If Kronos is destroyed before all this, what exactly happens to us here and now?
Let us discover the truth of it together. I am certain only that this is not goodbye. The conclusion of your task is at hand. Go. End this.
I'll see you again soon. Finally.
Do tempo. O poder de Cronos constitua a noite. Em que o tempo aí faz a veracidade de tais afirmações.
You may proceed.
Time overstepped his bounds, which cannot stand. He shall be stopped, as the three fates had planned.
'Tis done. Death to Kronos.
Deixa eu pegar minhas plantinhas ali também.
All hail the monster slayer.
Come along. Guy's bounty.
Vou ver a cara lá. Cara roubado, mano. Capaz de plantar múltiplo. Mesmo tipo.
Askion Kataski.
A minha fazendinha vai vir.
Damnaski Traxon.
What else?
Dentes de alho.
Grow and flourish.
Cara. Agora pode dar pro... Ah, aqui ó, plantar 2.
How are you holding up, Goddess? My instinct is to celebrate the death of Typhon, but I never forgot the first man I slew. And the light left his eyes.
Typhon sought destruction, and he got it. I won't rejoice in the outcome, but won't lament it either. Especially when there's more left to be done.
You have the right approach. You'll have time to recount every choice and consequence when all of this is over, but for now, best to press on and finish what you started.
I intend to.
Hey.
Agora é... Calma. Inteiramente feliz de ganhar. Toma.
Suggest you quit it with these nectars soon. Can't have too much of a good thing. Should know that about me by now.
Sure, you can't have too much of a good thing any more than anybody else. Though, what would happen if you did? You'd need to punish yourself.
Yeah, and don't you dare act like you wouldn't do the same. One thing I'll grant Hecate is she does value discipline. Sometimes we have to discipline ourselves.
We have to take care of ourselves, too.
They're saying you got rid of Typhon for good. Don't believe a word of it. What really happened up there?
Got rid of Typhon for good is a concise way to put it. Involved a rather complex incantation called Disintegration of Monstrosity and some other details best left unspoken. But yes, I do believe he's gone.
He's immortal. He can't just be gone, and if he is, why not just do the same to Kronos? Or to anybody who stays on your bad side long enough?
We've something else in store for Kronos. As for everybody else, they haven't crossed me quite as much just yet.
Yet, huh?
Shouldn't be too long. I've need of that.
Vambora.
It's finally time. Death to Kronos.
Tá. Jogar o que de bom?
There.
Vamos terminar. Ouros. Testar esse
Grant
daqui.
me the aspect of Moros.
I should have known.
Peraí, daí eu uso especial e fico atirando assim. Interessante. Dá pra upar, pô.
Still not even a scratch.
Fugir. Caminho normal, mano.
Return.
Clássico.
Huzzah for the savior!
Commander, what is the consensus here about Prometheus? If some mortals venerated him, perhaps you and your disciples feel conflicted that he now opposes us.
The Titan who brought fire, reason, good eats, and the arts and stuff to mortal kind. Then faced the vengeance of the gods for all of that. Can't stand the guy, let him have it.
Wait, you can't stand him even though he did so much for you? Though mortals can be difficult to please.
Well, let's see. Has he been nice to you, or has he tried to kill you? So what if he butted us up way back when? Not like he's done much for us lately.
He has tried to kill me. Nothing of worth without
São
struggle.
os Cerberus com coisa. Cara, vamos ver como é que fica a rivalidade. Qual é o primeiro boss daqui? Ah, é a
Night
menina
protect me.
mesmo. Antes eu vou só no banheiro rapidão, hein? Depois eu vou matar esse Cronos aí, traçado. Voltei. Eu tava botando comida pro meu cachorro. Aproveitei pra lavar uns pratos.
Done with Typhon.
Bora.
Chronos next.
Realmente vamos voltar pra cá, hein? Não lembro, mano, como é que é. Pausa aqui. Legal, legal.
It's gone for good. He can't believe it still, but there has been no sign of that monstrosity up here since you last took him on. But why am I surprised? I figured if anyone could pull something like that off, it would be you.
All right.
Agora vai estar easy aqui, não?
Let's meet your parents.
Porra, agora é mamão com açúcar, pô.
Recently, I've ceased to sense the being you call Typhon, which is unusual considering his size. I have been wondering whether this indicates some sort of trouble I am having, or if Typhon merely is no longer there. Which do you think? Respond.
The father of all monsters is destroyed, Almighty Chaos. It was an action I did not take lightly, but the threat against my family was significant and pervasive. He left us no choice.
You could have chosen the destruction of Olympus. Nonetheless, I understand why you did not. The power to unmake creations such as that, I would be curious to learn it for myself, although perhaps I would not use it sparingly.
Tendo sempre que usar habilidades. Eu, pô. Eu vou ganhar assim. Vamos tentar? Não posso segurar o botão, né? Tem que ficar só assim. Cinco confrontos. Esse ainda mais dano? Não dá pra nem área, né? Nossa, tô me limitando. Ai, velho, mas sai sem querer, pô. Vou apertar devagar ainda. Sério.
Some silver.
Caralho, mas tô... Eu não tô full troll, mano.
All laid to rest.
Bom, pegar esse aqui só pra dar uma curadinha. Quero é festa, né? Quero Poseidon. Quero dele. Área espacial. Parece é boss, né?
slain. I scarce believed it when I heard, but my lord father and dear mother quite insisted this was true. It seems that you possess a power far more terrifying even than our vanquished foe.
The worst of Erebus fallen like leaves.
Aranha? Faz tempo que eu não vejo ela, tadinha. Gosto tanto dela.
Arachne's fineries.
Another evening where you're forced to do the bidding of the gods. It's not a partnership you've got with them, you know. They'll tolerate you just as long as they think you're inferior to them. Now here, take this and go.
Aí é foda. Grossa. Pegar esse, tô fudido. Mano, não vai dar, eu vou ter que enfrentar o boss desse jeito. Tô até vendo. Tô até vendo. Mais um encontro com aí. É que vai ser longe. Eu vou nesse pra ver se é ela. Eu acho que. Graças. Nossa, jogar normal agora. Olha a diferença aqui agora, mano. Olha a diferença aqui, mano. Olha a diferença. Que nem nasce. O bichão já nasce morto.
Something changed about my chaos boon.
Evolution.
Pesto.
A warding circle. Felt that. They're gone.
Pode analisar bem.
In the name of Hades. Steady now. I know that you've seen Nemesis about. She's supposed to be at her post, but I think you probably can understand. Whatever it takes for the family and the realm, right? Then may she go unseen.
Eu tô curioso pra ver como é que vai ser esse boss aqui do
Now
quadro.
for the test.
Oh, hello, granddaughter.
Ah.
It seems the pathways into Erebus are not as well protected as they used to be. I take it this here's the individual who pitted you against me, is this not?
Sim, cara.
Headmistress! Headmistress, fight him! Fight! Fight back!
This headmistress of yours has considerable knowledge to have thus concealed you. But she is weary. Since that time caught up with her at last, she hears not a word you say.
Unhand her, wretch. Unhand her, or I'll tear you to pieces.
My own children tore me to pieces once before. Look what that got them. Whoever this is, perhaps she shall be more cooperative than you, although I'm not particularly optimistic, nor should you be. Good evening.
Come back!
Ah.
Hold on, headmistress.
Caralho, velho. Vou pegar um cordão do caos. Tem mais, pô. Tá brisa. Manter o pensa do caos aqui assim. Ficou bom que eu peguei o bagulho que ia bufar ela. Tá sendo bom. Mais vida. Vou pegar esse daqui. Eu não quero ir na loja não. É bom.
Love you, man. I ever tell you that? Oh, yeah, I did. You know I did. Suitors. It's only you. Been getting crowded lately between all these chats and what's-her-name stomping around. At least you're not her.
What's her name? That sounds like Nemesis. Scornful expression, dark hair and armor. What's your concern with her?
Gives me a bad vibe. Storms around, shakes everything up. Something about her, I don't know. Don't hurt my head, okay?
Bom.
Warm wishes.
Oh, it's only me.
Legalzinho. Quanto que dá?
One less suitor.
Nossa, nem ficou. Oh. Cara, isso é bom. Cara, ele parece bom. Martelinho. Ó. Porra, que travei, mano. Guerreiro. Tadinho. Fogo, mano, devia focar nos de pedra pra aumentar meu dano. Que saudade!
Don't worry, gals. One day, they'll put us up on the biggest stage for all the world to see.
I'm not particularly interested in listening to your delusions of grandeur right now, so why not start your little song?
Oh, it may be a little song to you now, lady, but it's going to be huge someday. You'll see. We'll show her, won't we, gals? This song's called I'm Gonna Claw.
Estomico. Olha eu jogando, olha eu jogando. Tem duas já. Ah, não tem regime de mana. Tá bom. Ah, tô pobre, né? Tá ligado mais? Tudo pobre. Ares, eu vou pegar um Ares aqui, mano. Ares. O Ares ali pra mim. Uns 8. tá arrumando? Tá bem tranquilo. É, não. É, são piores. Tá. Nossa. O cara morreu do nada. Cara, não.
You think Hephaestus and I are the only true-born sons of the king and queen of Mount Olympus. I keep telling him we ought to rise to the occasion and assert ourselves.
Want more responsibility, Ares? Have at it. Otherwise, I don't know what you're after, and don't want any of it. After that, notwithstanding, got me forge, got me wife. It's enough.
É suspense. Ah, eles saem de fazer mais. Ah, o de cima era bom também. Nossa, eu tô pobrinho, pô. E ali, ó. Geek, né? Tá bom. É money romance. Bora, porra. Vamos ver se tem algo. Porra. Apolo é legal.
Kronos must have thought nothing could stop him if he unleashed Typhon, but he thought wrong. Let's throw everything we've got at him and finish this, Sunshine.
Ah, não dá pra trocar. Bem tranquilo, pô.
After some thought, ferocious Cerberus decides not to devour the princess.
Agora é só o Cronos. Só o Cronos agora, acho que é. Hoje tu morre, capeta. Vou fazer um negócio especial aqui pra... Pera. Acho que eu vou com eles mesmo. Pra... Vender. Vender essa daqui, mano. Vambora.
I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this.
Calma, Melino, calma. Calma, porra.
Be very careful where you tread, my girl.
Dá pra seguir por enquanto. Ares. Menos 8, né? Romã. Vamos comer. Quero achar meu pai aqui. Tá. Oh não. Dinheiro. Ué, dois do mesmo? Ah não, eu vou ter que escolher um e o outro vai ficar bravo comigo, né? Oi, desgraça, de novo aí. Escolheu é festa. Vai ficar putaça.
You'd side with dear Hephaestus over me. There must be some mistake, sweetness. Which means there too must be some sort of
Ei,
punishment.
porra. Cara, não é possível que eu nunca vi isso. Foi a primeira vez.
Well, if there's ever a good reason to forgo my blessing, much less for the sake of my jealous kin, I've yet to hear of it.
Esse daqui é mais vida mesmo, né? Mais safe. Dez por cento de dano, vai ser bom que ainda bônus aqui. Ô mano, quero pegar o máximo de pulo. Primeiro do Cronos, hein? Isso. Mais dinheiro, hein? Mais dinheiro. Nossa, 1.500 reais. Eu não achei o Hades. Não achei, mano. Eu ia falar com ele antes de matar o Cronos. Bom. Nossa, esse daqui. Começa. Vai, essa. Ah, não vou pegar não, muito arriscado. Né? Bora, é agora. Agora ou nunca.
Where is she?
She is now my guest. But did you call that old witch whom you seem to care about so much? Your headmistress? Tell me now exactly who she is, if you yet value her well-being in the least.
She was my mother's handmaiden, nothing more. When you attacked my father's house, she took me away. When I came of age, I vowed to stop you, despite her efforts to dissuade me. Let her go.
Caralho. Viu bem.
At first I thought perhaps that you were a child of Zeus rather than Hades. But you are a terrible liar, granddaughter. Now you shall suffer for your actions, or the handmaiden shall do so in your stead.
Don't you touch her!
Calma que eu não lembro. Faz tempo que eu lutei com ele. Calma aí, por favor. Tem desconto. Nossa, nem clicou, irmão. Vai pra casa, pô. Matar vai ser agora, pô. Carniça. Esqueci. Mas... Mas cuidado que tem muita coisa de daí, cara. Não posso bobear, não. Vai morrer. Você vai morrer.
You wish to bring about the end of time? Well then observe, for I shall give you but a glimpse. Come finish what your father started, granddaughter.
Beleza.
And do take a good look around. Ask yourself, where do you think you are? Or perhaps the better question is when. What is it that you think you see? Who exactly do you think I am? You take me for? And how could you possibly think you could bring about my destruction? But by all means, please go ahead and try.
Essa. Porra, é essa?
Bring this entire blasted world straight into a halt. To leave the world in careless hands. You will be doing me a mercy. And saving me a great deal of trouble. Come on, stop me. But understand one thing. I shall always be one step ahead of you. All of you. And always remember, time is the one thing in this life which, once discarded, can never be recovered. All comes to an end.
Gamer. Você vai ter que meter uma quarta forma, irmão.
My mother's handmaiden.
Tá fácil.
You give her back.
Tá fácil.
Now.
You care so much for this witch handmaiden of yours. Would that a single relative of mine showed me even an iota of concern?
What reason would they have to care? Look what you've done. You're trying to take everything from us. Our future.
We are family. We do not take, we share. Destroy me then, if you possess such strength, and see what future you shall bring about.
Then this is for that future. And our family.
Future and family.
freado por hora?
Here. Now for the final step. That ought to hold you. A little extra time for what comes next.
For the moment, time stands still, stricken by the enchanted spear Gygaros, and temporarily susceptible to one final step
Agora tem que
the
ver se
Princess of
o
the Dead has planned.
Now for
Zagreu.
Zagreus to do his part.
Zagreu tem que arrebentar com ele agora.
Hold on, Headmistress. To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. Okay, focus. Once more, night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time. All right, need to calm myself. Can't make him more nervous than me.
This has to work. It has to. I mean, why wouldn't it? Everything she says has happened, will happen. Melinoe, you've returned. You've no idea how much difficulty I had falling asleep so I could see you here again. So what's the word? Have you prepared the spear?
Take hold of Gygaros and we'll find out. You'll have to go immediately to where Kronos resides. Speak to him, but do not mention me at all, as I've not yet been born. I'll be counting on you to succeed.
And the plan is, once I find him, either we become best mates, or else it's death to Kronos, like you said. Do you truly think there's any possibility he comes around? That I won't have to kill him?
Knowing there are infinite possibilities, then I suppose so, yes. But I'm so angry with him still, and frightened about what may come to pass. He's taken so much from me, from all of us, and yet, he wants his family back too. One way or another, he'll get what's coming. We all will.
All right. But we're getting your family back, not just his. Whew, this is a lot. To think the Spear of Fathers has the power to destroy a deathless titan.
It shall in just a moment, so hold it close. May earth and night and darkness hear me now. Bring true death to the deathless by my vow. Dissolution of time.
Gygaros, it's grown hot to the touch, but feels much lighter than before as well. I suppose I should be careful not to prod somebody with it, besides Kronos.
Go, Zagreus. I've done everything I can here, and we'll see each other again. Some other time than this, perhaps, but still. For now, farewell.
Goodbye, Melinoe. I hope this works.
Vou jogar de Zagreu?
What is all that infernal racket? Silence, fools, lest we be caught. Guards! Guards! Guards!
Oh, hello.
Look else there. You lack the clothing of the satyrs hooves, and have a countenance which I know not.
You must be grandfather. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I'm called Zagreus. I got a tip about your quite suspicious cabin and decided to go take a look. What are you doing here, if I may ask?
Recuperated. What else would I possibly be doing in a place such as this? So I suppose Hades is the thing for this new grandchild of mine. And I thought that I would see the age when he became a father for himself.
Oh, he's a wonderful father, if you must know. My sole disappointment is that I'm an only child. But he and my dear mother Persephone, the underworld queen, truly love each other, so down the line one can hope.
Why are you telling me all this? So immediately let's my satyrs tear you to shreds. Where are those blasted satyrs anyhow?
Grandfather, I'm telling you all this because I thought I'd make a little small talk here before I have to do you in. If you would bring pain and suffering upon my house, as our designated security specialist, I cannot allow that.
What do you know of my intent? You dare speak to me of pain and suffering? Here I have wrought it since an eon prior to when you were but a twinkle in your father's eye. He and his brothers, traitors and usurpers.
They're your children. Father and I also used to fight. He'd grown isolated from Olympus, and Persephone and me didn't do him any good. What about you? We've only met. Are you prepared to sweep me into your old grudge?
If necessary, yes, of course. Your father and his brothers surely have already poisoned you with your
generation against me.
Would I be speaking to you if that were the case? Here's the arrangement. Either come along quietly to a little surprise family reunion, or take this spear repeatedly, and you won't soon recuperate, I swear. Which is it going to be?
You, who threaten me with annihilation, have not experienced a world without time. You would come to dearly miss my influence. Nor shall I be shamed and ridiculed before my kin. What would you have me do when they look upon me?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps just act like you're my grandfather rather than sneaking underneath the house in some sort of profane chamber I ought to have known about. Your time. Why don't you extrapolate a bit?
Extrapolate what? Actually feel the life in which Grandfather Time is there to coddle the spoiled child of my rancorous son. He shall drive the accursed spear through beyond sight if you do not.
No, because you'll be under my protection. And also, no, it won't just be a joy-filled life, especially if you keep on. But it'll probably be better than whatever this is. Now make your choice already. I don't have all day or night.
Sibling, a future with such grandchildren as you, or the eternal void. How can I possibly decide?
That's it, I'm stabbing you.
Now wait. All this time, for naught. Perhaps the fates themselves always knew my plans would be undone again. 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, hence I go.
Jogo de Cronos. Não, aí já é over, já. Porra é essa?
You said yourself, Mother could use some
Tempo
rest.
muito.
Why don't you join her? I can keep an eye on things.
No.
Oh, hello. Well, this is a rare treat. The both of you together in this lounge. What brings you here, Grandfather?
I yet to seek the girl's whereabouts is what. I have turned over this residence in its entirety and found nary a sign. She is already as elusive as you always were, Hades.
That or your old senses have dulled. She went running over there by the head chef, where she yet lingers in silence. Go before her patience wears thin.
What Father meant to say was no, we've no idea where my good son's little sister is. She could be anywhere. Have you tried checking the administrative chamber? Gods, I sound like Hypnos.
I do appreciate the hint.
Keep up the good work.
Where are you, my girl?
Ah, ela viu, bonitinho. Deixa eu ver se não tem mais nada. A risadinha dela.
Already searched
Ela não
there.
tem. Ah, vou chorar, mano, nesse final, mano.
There you are at last. You might have kept me searching for a while yet, that you found such a secure hiding point amid those shadows.
It sure took you long enough. I was beginning to think I might never see you again.
That is precisely what your father said when Zagreus first brought me here. Well, are we to suffer through another round?
No, this game is too easy. Tell me another one of your tales about the Golden Age.
Perhaps when you are older, lest your father be displeased. If you defy him, you merely get a mild reprimand. If I defy him, I get cut to little bite-sized bits, which then are sprinkled throughout Tartarus.
Ew! Well, if father ever does that, I shall simply go find all the bits and put you back together again.
Spoken with the generosity of youth. You are the only one around here who would say such things, Milinoe.
Truly? But don't the others like you, Grandfather?
Oh, they can never get enough of me, my girl. Except, we still have had our differences. But let me not concern you with the past. The only time that matters is right now. And right now... Tag, you are it.
Hey, no fair!
Is this the future? Or is it the past? Not merely mine, but yours, granddaughter. Everybody in this house.
Easy there, Cerberus.
betrayal.
Alright, this way, please.
Unbelievable.
What happened then?
I, the bloodiest part.
I'm up to something.
I don't know if that's me. I finally won!
Last.
It's in the blood.
Focus.
Night and darkness guide me. I remember all of that. My life, the way it could have been. Oh gods.
Ué,
Zagreus. Did it work? What's going on out there?
caralho, calma aí, velho. Calma aí. Vou respirar um pouquinho. Tá. Vamos ver.
Titan.
What?
Prepare to suffer for all that you've done, wretch. Or shall I stay my hand merely because you made the mistake of loosening your hold on me?
All of these newfound thoughts within my mind. Was all of this your doing, witch? I have no memory of you, and yet, who are you?
Kronos. Headmistress, wait! I think I can explain.
Melinoi, where are we? One instant I discover that our enemy invaded Erebus, the next I know he's groveling about my feet. How is this possible? What have you done?
Headmistress, you don't remember, because you weren't there with me. But as for you, Kronos, who am I now to you?
You are my granddaughter, Melinoi, whom I know both from this life and an altogether different one, which I now realize was but a dream, a delusion. So then, all I have left is this.
All that you see is what you wrought. As for this other life, how much of it do you recall?
Your youth here in this house with me. How you delighted in a hiding game when you were but a girl. How you and Zagreus would fight, but out of love. Not in the way we fought this very night. I did not realize there could have been this other past we shared. This better past.
A better past? Nonsense. None of it occurred. Nothing has changed. You should be gone, Titan. Not flooded with false memories.
All these memories that sprang to his mind, I remember them as well. A life I could have lived had the Titan never struck.
But I struck. Ever hated and shunned. Finish what you set your mind to, granddaughter. I have no desire to exist in such a world with all of you like this. Not for one moment longer.
Silence! Melinoi, come to your senses. Whatever you did, this wretch is finished and shan't be using his old tricks again. End him.
Wait, please, let me prove this to you. Kronos. Grandfather, listen to me. Steady yourself. Use what power you yet have, and release our family from your hold.
Our family? They are bound as yet. I had them bound. For all this time. What have I done?
Father, mother, brother.
My family. Where are we? Is this my house? Father, what is the meaning of all this?
Oh, Hades. Perhaps the princess can explain. As for the Queen and Prince and all the rest, Millennium, they need but hear your voice. And I await their judgment and your own. Go on, then.
Caralho.
This had better work.
Apertar os agreu primeiro.
Queen Persephone, Prince
Os dois
Zagreus,
juntos.
return to us.
Hades,
Mother.
Millennium, you're all grown up. But then, of course you are. Oh, my heart.
Millennium, it's really you. You look just like your nightmare reflection did. So long ago, before the little you was even born. Did we succeed? Oh, I'm shaking.
They shall recover. Give them time. And give me death. Go on and send me to the blasted void already. You son or that witch, or you granddaughter, one of you. For I am weary of it all. You long for a world without me. It is yours.
Grandfather, no. How could you say that after all we've been through together? I swore you'd be under my protection and... Oh, gods. What happened to this place?
I took this place as what, Zagreus? And ruined it. You need not advocate for me again. You never knew my real self. Merely a possibility and nothing more. And you, Millennium, to think I put you through all this. Take your vengeance.
No. Our family's had enough for now. Who else recalls what happened? Memories as vivid as any you hold dear, but of a separate life we might have lived. Mother, do you remember?
I do. You were insatiably curious as a child, and sometimes too much even for me to handle, so Zagreus and Kronos, they often helped take care of you.
I too remember now. That father was with us after Zagreus discovered him and took him in. Yet all the while, I have been a prisoner. His prisoner here in this time of ours.
Queen Persephone, Lord Hades, do not believe these falsehoods coursing through your minds. Even your son and daughter seem susceptible. You all have been manipulated by the Titan's spell.
Headmistress, that's not true. Don't you understand? The dissolution of time, this is how I manifested it. You always said the task was mine, as were the methods I employed. This was the path I chose.
Then you failed. Death to Kronos was the task, yet there he is. Millennium, what could possibly have compelled you to take such a course?
Your own teachings. To think for myself, not just do as I'm told. But if you still believe destroying Kronos will make our problems go away, then what are you waiting for?
I shall never forgive this Titan for what he has done. To this world, your family, you, or me.
Dear Hecate, my handmaiden, who said anything about forgiveness? I've never heard such pain in you. Last I recall in this life, just before Kronos struck, your task was to protect our daughter at all costs. And you did. You did.
In our moment of peril, you were the only one we could count on, esteemed Witch of the Crossroads. For that and more, you have our gratitude. For all eternity.
I did no more than was my charge, O King and Queen. And I remain as ever at your service. Well then, Millennium. What now?
What now? There is so much to be done. Bringing this house to order, for one thing. Mother, father, you've seen what was possible. Let us give Kronos one chance to make himself useful, starting with our restoration efforts. Would you grant me that?
Granted. We're not finished with you, Kronos. They say time heals all wounds. Prove it.
Granted, but only this one chance. By the grace of the Princess of the Underworld.
You would permit me such a chance? But I cannot change what already occurred. Cannot undo the unforgivable decisions I have made.
Your time itself. We're not demanding you move backward. We're
Thank you.
demanding you move forward.
To move forward. That is all I have ever known. Then I shall make time. Both for this house and everything.
Then be so kind as to get these chains off me so we can get to work.
And so the Princess of the Dead remained in the House of Hades with the Titan of Time and the rest, to aid in the recovery of however much was not forever lost. The rightful Underworld King and Queen were swift to organize this relatively painless task, and Shades of the Dead, still loyal to their cause, answered the call. They and the Titan picked up many pieces of the past. And soon, the house grew more like how it used to be. But then, a summons from Olympus arrived, and the princess knew her stay had reached its end.
Well, this is it.
Pera, como é que é?
Hey. Well, I think we can fix up the rest of this place on our own. Thank you for all your help. Especially the part where you liberated us from our temporal prisons and whatnot.
Believe me, I had nothing better to do. Anyhow, we'll have to find a way to cross paths out there. And each keep an eye on Kronos as we tie up some loose ends.
It must be hard to even look at him after everything he did. I can't help but be glad we're all here, but that's easy for me to say, not having been locked in a lifelong conflict.
I'll manage. You helped me realize there even was a path toward this outcome. As I faced Kronos in this house, I started to sense that being cut off from this family was consuming him.
It might have consumed him completely. Good thing we make a decent brother-sister team. Past and present, real and imagined. And now we don't even need Dreamtime witch magic to stay in touch.
No, I suppose not. Feels like we've been through thick and thin together, doesn't it? Even without the memories of a wholly different and generally more pleasant life. Right now, I'd simply settle for a calmer one.
Come on, you're not the settling sort. Anyway, I know this isn't goodbye, and we'll be seeing each other, though still. I'll miss you, little sister. And do send Hypnos back if he can't wake up on his own.
He'll wake up. I'm going to miss you too, big brother. Take care of everyone, all right?
I will. You take care too.
Prince Zagreus.
Princess Melinoi.
Foda, que foda. Alvi.
Heading out? Olympus doesn't like to be kept waiting, I know. We'll remember you here, lass. Somehow it still feels as if we've only met. What an unusual time.
That it is, Achilles, sir. I have these glimpses now of cherished moments I might have spent with you and the other house servants had the past but gone differently. Are the others doing well?
They seem to be. Your relatives recovered the most swiftly, but I think we're all still feeling some effects. And catching up on everything we missed, and aiding where we can.
I'll miss you all. This really does feel like a dream at times. I fear I may forget it, as one tends to do with dreams.
I trust you'll still remember what I always told you about fear. Please don't worry. I know we may not see you for a while, but I shall await whenever we may meet again.
As shall I. It's been an honor, sir.
The honor's mine.
The notoriously fearsome triple-headed monster Cerberus rests in his favored spot, and now regards the Princess of the Dead with 3 expressions different
Vou fazer carinho nele.
Well, boy, this must be the next best thing to guarding the Underworld's gates. Say, do I have your permission to give you a scratch? The way my brother demonstrated before.
Caralho.
You're a fine dog.
Ah,
The very best.
vou chorar, mano. Não tem como não. No momento posso chorar, mano.
My beautiful daughter. We were just talking about you. How you were as a child. Both in this life and the other. Growing up is so difficult. And you had to do it twice.
Which makes me beyond fortunate. Hecate was the best caretaker I can imagine. And I'm so grateful to have experienced a life with you, Mother. Where there was so much warmth. and now you've met this other side of me.
And I shall eagerly await getting to know this other side of you even better. And, Hecate, you're certain it's no burden to you to continue looking after her, just in case?
I swore to you that no harm shall come to your daughter, O Queen, and that vow remains. And I shall always care for her, whether she resides with me or not.
Then it's settled. And, Malinui, for what it's worth, I likewise opted not to live at home when I was in my youth.
Please reconsider this, Malinui. You cannot be serious about returning to that dusty glade. Your rightful home is here. And you may be unable to return whilst you are with us due to laws much older than ours. To serve the unseen
is to serve in shadow. I know full well, Headmistress, and do not make this decision lightly, but I can't leave the crossroads, especially when we've so much left to do.
Working with Kronos on this new venture of his, you've been instrumental in altering time as we know it. So you're certainly the best fit to keep things that way.
Ensuring time keeps working in our favor seems like a good way to spend my own time. It should be interesting, and the matter is close to my heart. Perhaps I was born for this.
You were born for much more, but we'll do our share. Cerberus has already taken to prancing through the fields of his own accord, and your father and I shall not be far. As for your brother, well, he always turns up.
All this is going to be an adjustment, though, isn't it? Even if I'll see you all again soon.
An adjustment is putting it mildly. Now go make your rounds, and I'll see you off before you depart. I love you, baby girl.
I love you too, Mother. Thank you for being here.
Only because of you.
Os gigacheads aqui.
When I was having difficulties with my son, sometimes I thought of you, Father. I cannot fathom having had more children to contend with all at once.
Yes, well, I was not terribly successful at contending with you a lot now, was I? Particularly Zeus. To think that I shall see him and the others again soon.
I can make no assurances about how you shall be received. These dreamlike memories we share did not reach Mount Olympus, it seems. But Zeus does have my full report.
Surely a ringing endorsement, but I merely jest. If time can be so cruel, then it is only fitting for children to be much the same. Would you not agree, granddaughter?
We may have more in common than we'd like to admit. But in any event, Lord Uncle Zeus asked you to come alone. Only the Fates now know what lies in store. Although there's still no sign of them, even with Nyx's aid.
None. I cast them into the abyss. Had I known precisely where, they would have known how to get back. Yet if my hypothesis about such possibilities as we experienced is correct, we may find them.
We shall. And I look forward to testing this hypothesis. Perhaps we'll all learn something about ourselves.
Would that we could. Gods and titans may be doomed to live forever, but we need not be bound to our old ways.
Indeed. Father, thank you for all your hospitality. It gladdens me to see you doing well.
I would not be, if not for you, daughter. I trust that we shall see each other again soon. And perhaps even you, Father.
Likewise, Hades. At least this house is mostly to your preference again. Beyond these halls, of course, much more is to be done.
Yes, well, Father, I wish you the best with the ongoing underworld renovations. As for us, our chariot is here.
That it is. I am prepared.
Shadows conceal you.
Sister Selene. Great names.
Helene, caralho, a turma toda, meu Deus.
My faithful Eye of Night, my child. Thank you for ensuring that our realm remains secure and keeping watch above it all. I never doubted that I could count on you.
But Mother, had our watch been more dependable, then none of this would have transpired.
Trying times shall always come about, testing our resolve. Thus we grow strong, as do the bonds we share. Even now, I sense the powerful connection between you and the princess of the underworld.
It was my honor to work with Sister Selene Onyx. She has always been my guiding light. I'm so pleased that you could finally see each other again.
A reunion you made possible, with Hecate and the Unseen. Your services shall be remembered, O Millenoi, Princess. Now go, for there are more reunions to be had.
Thank you, Mother, and farewell for now.
I must say, I did not expect that we could ever draw you down this far, Sister Selene. I thought perhaps not even Headmistress could in all her experience.
If you are ready, little star, then let us go, lest we outstay our greetings and farewells. I am honored to have seen these halls, and to return to Shadow with you on this night in victory, not haste.
Come, Millenoi, for all the reasons that Selene says. We have a delivery that we must make besides.
Then let's be off. If only Artemis were here, this could have been a proper Silver Sisters reunion, couldn't it?
Then let us ride into the dark above. And do be careful to hold on as we depart.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, daughter.
You get to fly like this each night.
If I may briefly interrupt, we have arrived at our initial destination, everyone. Olympus is not far from here.
I do appreciate the ride upon your gleaming chariot, O Moon, but it is time for me to go. Perhaps my conversations with Hades have prepared me to face my other sons.
We've informed Lord Uncle Zeus of what happened and given our recommendations, though he'll have many questions for you. Not to be expecting you by now. Remember the chance you've been given, Grandfather.
Time cannot forget, and ought never to be late. May Zeus at least permit me to assist you from here on. Knowing there were real possibilities, this all could have gone worse.
To think that the entire flow of time is fractured because of what occurred.
I would liken it more to a moment of self-discovery on my part. Despite my advanced age, it seems I did not know all that there is to know about myself. But then again, who does? Now farewell, and thank you, granddaughter. Right. Off now.
Well, good evening.
Thought we'd drop in.
Lord Apollo
Chegou a
and Lady
galera.
Artemis.
It's a beautiful night, Lady Selene, and you must be the esteemed Witch of the Crossroads. You've trained my cousin very well indeed to have brought Kronos to our heights, still in one piece.
Fine, Apollo, I was incorrect for once. No need to boast. Millenoi, I may have wagered that you'd cut the Titan to ribbons sooner than you'd bring him here.
I know it's unimaginable, but he came here willingly, and Lord Zeus wanted to speak to him in private. Wait, does that mean you were kicked out of your house?
Well, we consider it a palace, but, no. No, we've been appointed to escort you to the Crossroads as a symbol of our family's unity, and come bearing a gift. Shall we be off?
We ride.
Here we go.
Ah, GG, mano. GG. Cara, muito foda, mano. Muito foda. Pô, mano, pegaram tudo que tinha no 1, botaram um tanto de mecânica nova, melhoraram o que já tinha, mano. Incrível, mano. Sério mesmo. Um dos melhores jogos aí que eu já joguei, mano, com certeza. Muito foda. Porra, esse final também ficou perfeito. A Cat Panther. Pô, e a trilha sonora desse jogo, pô. Palavras, assim. Perfeita, pô, perfeita. Agora que eu vi ela segurando o chapéu ali também. O Prometeu, filho da puta, cara. Pior boss do jogo. Pior de difícil. Pior e o melhor ao mesmo tempo. Vai ficar mais irado também. Prometeu muito da hora, mano. Sério, mano. Foi meu boss favorito, assim.
Thus was Hades, feared ruler of the dead, restored to his rightful throne alongside splendorous Persephone, the queen. The attacks upon Olympus finally ceased, and ever since, the gods governed our world with newfound care. As for the princess of the dead, Millennium, she stayed in steady touch with all her family from the dark comfort of the shadows that had long since been her home. And she and the Silver Sisters kept their secret vigil over all the realms forevermore.
May it all turn out that way in time, Homer. Though we're not there yet, especially not with the Fates still missing. We achieved something important, but more is to be done. I said we're not finished.
Cara, irado, irado.
Hey, so what exactly happened around here? Did you complete your big important task? Because that's what I'm hearing from the other shades.
Well, for the most part, yes. My family is back. My mother and father are restored to the underworld throne, and my brother's back too. But we have many details to sort out, and the Titan Kronos is going to be assisting us with that.
The Titan you said you were going to slay this whole time. Assisting us. Hate to say it, Mel, but sounds to me like you totally blew it. At least the Titan part.
He's no longer himself, or rather, no longer the way he used to be, and we'll be closely watching him.
Sure. So then, congratulations are in order, basically?
Well, if you like.
I do. Congratulations, Mel.
Obrigado.
What an accomplishment. The flames of Ignium intensify for you.
They're out there still.
Your task is finally complete. Perhaps the Fates knew you'd succeed, but I couldn't always be certain, although I held to what could be considered hope.
And your support made it possible, Lord Moros. For one thing, if you hadn't intervened when I was trying to reach the surface, Typhon might have reduced Olympus
Pera,
to
mas
ruin.
então esse não foi o
Doom
filho.
averted.
Então deve ter
We
mais.
children of Nyx have already heard that Mother is no longer bound in Tartarus.
Será
You
que
have our deepest
não, não.
gratitude. Certainly mine. Well then, what happens now?
I suppose I ought to go make certain everything's in order. My father started renovations to the underworld, and I volunteered to help clean up. The surface needs it too.
Then it sounds like I may see you again soon?
Absolutely.
It isn't so trouble. The Chrono stuff I'm hearing, he's really calling it quits? And he let Nyx and everybody off? What did you do to him?
Working with my brother in a bygone time, we flooded our grandfather's mind with a cascade of new memories of the family he then realized he always had, creating in him a profound and sudden change. Why? What's your concern?
My concern is that you ruined everything. So now we'll all have peace and harmony, joyful reunions, apologies, promises to never let this type of thing happen again? Ugh!
Have you met our families, Eris? It's never that simple.
It better not be, or I'll never forgive you.
Malinoi.
How are you faring lately, Headmistress? You've been, well, more reserved than I expected since the House of Hades. You said we'd speak more later.
How soon later turns to now. Look, Malinoi, I ought to be in a more celebratory mood, given what you finally achieved. I am, above all, very proud of you. But being back at the house awakened memories that ought to remain dormant.
Even though you got to see Mother and Father again, and Nyx, they were so grateful to you, I could tell. I am so grateful to you. Things may not have gone precisely as we planned, but the result is what we sought, isn't it?
You refer to Kronos. I long to see that wretch destroyed. My heart remains poisoned by the thought. I am attempting still to draw that poison out. Do give me time.
I remember you once told me that destroying Kronos would not change the past, and that the pain would linger.
And I was probably correct. Yet we cannot help but reassess the turns our lives take, through our own choices and otherwise. Anyhow, are you prepared to carry on?
Nearly so. Retracing my steps should be interesting.
Of that, I have no doubt.
All hail the princess of the underworld. You found a path to victory and got us there. Wouldn't have been much of a plan if it didn't leave room to improvise. Of course, our plan now also has this other phase as a result.
Cleaning up after Kronos. We all thought I would get rid of him. But I found another way. One I think shall leave my family better off, if not the rest of the world, eventually.
I well and truly understand, Goddess, and do believe your choice was wise. As for what's next, everything is ready for you to proceed if and when you are.
Eliminating real possibilities that we could have failed. Ensuring time flows freely forth, as Kronos puts it. I don't quite know what to expect, but the change we're fighting for won't happen overnight. What do you make of it?
My personal opinion is it doesn't hurt to try. To the extent you had other matters to resolve, consider it an opportunity to do so. And we'll always be anticipating your return.
Then let's give it a go.
It's done. Finally back from your father's house. Was Hecate all right? After the Titan got her, I ought to have taken guard duty more seriously and won't soon forgive myself is all.
Headmistress would only want for you to learn from it. I half wonder if she let herself be taken just to get closer to our mark. Perhaps go speak with her.
Yeah. And what of Kronos? Heard he isn't really dead and gone. How come everybody's cheering for you then?
He's dead and gone in the sense that we have neutralized the threat he posed. I now shall have to grow accustomed to having him as a grandfather, rather than a hated foe.
Don't see why he can't be both. This was never part of the task, and not like you to stray from the objective. We sure this supposedly neutralized Titan of Time is to be trusted?
Headmistress sealed his strongest powers just in case. At any rate, we did it, Nem.
Then how come you look like you're headed out again? Heard there's still more time-related business to sort out.
Well, yes, but...
Then we're not done.
O vídeo tá uma cachaça, filho, tá uma cachaça.
Hello there.
Pronto.
All grown up. Still asleep.
Dá pra gente ver.
Every possibility.
A cada de ter medo. Quero os testes de fazer medo.
Here you'll
5
grow
dessa
strong.
porra aí, velho.
My memories of you from that potential past I experienced in the House of Hades. You were So different, Lord Hypnos. Who are you truly? How
Tem
can I
muita
finally
coisa
get
ainda pra
through to
fazer,
you?
pra ter um Hypnos pra coisar.
Our gift from Olympus looks good by Father's fountain.
The sun and moon, two sides forming a whole, a newfound symbol of the union twixt Olympus and the underworld, and a gift to the crossroads from the gods themselves.
Lord Hephaestus must have crafted this himself.
Mudou algo aqui?
Time to put Grandfather's theories to the test. Only question is where to begin.
Fazendo nada aqui. Ah, esqueci. Mercado. Pra
Trade you. On behalf of Eris.
Pedra preciosa aqui. Perfect.
Don't have the bones.
Excuse you.
There.
All hail our victorious princess of the underworld. The rousing tales of your great accomplishment preceded you, young one, and I am here to heap still further praise. Great job back there with all the Chronos stuff.
Thank you very much, Commander. Though, what are you still doing here? I kept expecting you'd return to your honorary post at the house, but eventually I had to depart.
Well, you are not exactly done with everything, are you? I see you eyeballing the gateways out, wondering what's gonna happen now. So as long as you're here, so am I.
So then you're sworn to us. To me.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
É isso, mano. Por enquanto é isso. Isso eu vou continuar. Provavelmente eu vou, né? Não sei se esse é o true final. Mas eu vou jogar mais. É isso, pegamos um dos finais aí, né? Provavelmente. O que mais aí?